The cycle continues. It is chest again. Chest and shoulders, that is. Yesterday was legs, and they're still insanely sore, man. I think drop setting the leg extensions on each set, I think that is something, bro. Instead of going for some CC squats, you just drop set that. Because I've never been this sore, to be honest, on my quads. So I'm gonna hit these. I'm gonna do some incline bench just like I did last time, and then I'm gonna go and burn out with some low to high flies, just like I did last time. But this time I'll show you guys what I do on the low to high flies. Okay, so I didn't show that for the first set. I mean, it's kind of they're kind of spaced apart, and I don't want to like have to bring my thing, set it up, and then like those will shave off a few seconds. Maybe it's not that serious. Maybe it's not that deep. But either way, I'll probably show you one of these sets. It was also kind of busy. There were kind of like people there, and I didn't want to have to like ask, "Oh, can I film here?" No. Like it's a burnout. You need to go and immediately hop into it as soon as you can. But I know one of these sets I will definitely show you guys the magnificent burnout that this is. Well, let's get into the next set. Oh, okay. So that is basically it. That is basically what I do. Immediately from here, straight up go to the low to high flies and the upper chest, bro. The upper chest is just so freaking contracted, man. Honestly, I would rate it as my top favorite, just upper chest workout. You immediately do some dumbbell incline, then head straight to some low to high flies with a lighter weight, of course, than you normally do, and then just go at it till you just can't go anymore. But I mean, when you're fresh, like the first 2 or 3 sets, you can do the low to high flies with the weight that you normally do because you still have quite a good amount of strength. Like on the set that I just showed you, that was my second set, and the weight it was, well, I would say it was too light. Could have gone a bit heavier because I just did way too much. Well, let's hop into the next set. So I'm thinking of doing just the exact same thing for a couple more. Let's see, like about two or three more, and then you can probably move to some sort of machine press or some sort of chest fly of some sort. Yeah, but I'm not gonna show that anymore. Yeah, I'm not gonna show I'm not gonna show I'm not gonna show the low to high flies anymore. It's well, it's kind of, how do I put this? I just wanna you guys get the gist. You've already seen it. I don't need to keep showing it. I just wanna be able to just go and straight hop into the thing, without adjusting any like camera angles and everything or exposure or anything like that. Just go hop straight into it because it's a very open window. So like you're gonna have to keep manually adjusting the exposure bits, angles, and everything. Otherwise, it's gonna look like you're blasted by the sun. Well, let's get into a couple more sets before we move on to any other chest workout. Okay, so for my last couple of sets, I was thinking of finishing off with some sort of fly or press. Sadly, the flies do not work with my shoulders. So we'll be doing some sort of dumbbell press for the last remaining sets. I mean, I was thinking of just taking, I could have taken the incline all the way, but there's no need to do that. There's no need. It already worked quite well, quite good. No need to ignore, like more of like, well, typically I'm not really a huge fan of any sort of flat pressing, but it's nice to kind of works your whole kind of chest type thing, which is quite ideal. And you know, the good thing, dumbbells can kind of like squeeze, you know, bring it together. But yeah, let's get into those and then move on to some shoulders. It's hard. You guys thought it was gonna be the flat bench. Nah. When the machine press is here, you know, sometimes it's good to shock the brain, you know? It expects one thing and then gets the other thing next. You know what I'm saying? Uh, one more. One freaking more. Oh, okay. My arms are so done, bro. The amount of reps I can perform has gone down a significant amount. But that was good. I'll probably move on to some sort of shoulder pressing. Yeah, some sort of shoulder press should be good. And then some lateral raises. For 8 sets. Okay. So we're gonna do some overhead pressing. I would have done some shoulder pressing, however, the bench is kind of taken. All the benches. I mean, there's only two benches. The whole gym. Just two. There's two benches, but there's like 10 spin bikes. Kind of funny, huh? I mean, there's a shoulder press machine, but I just don't like how it feels. Yeah. So we're gonna do these standing, well, a standing overhead press with the bar, and then we're gonna hop into some lateral raises and close off the shoulders. Of course, the lateral raises take the majority of my shoulder workout, and I do not work out my rear delts on shoulders. I work them out on back days. So don't be like, oh, you need to work out your rear delts. Don't worry, bro. I do work out my rear delts. I want that nice 3D. Like, you know, we're investing. Like right now, obviously, you probably won't be able to see any like significant gains. Like you're not gonna be, you know, you can't expect you come to the gym a few months, 1 year, and then boom, you look like C-bomb or something, bro. You need to invest a good amount of years, man. Give yourself like a decade, or at least half a decade. That's if you want to go the natural way. And even if you go the natural way, it doesn't mean that you're gonna be like the bodybuilders out there. And also genetics plays a huge part in it. So either way, don't feel discouraged, man. You'll get somewhere that is unique to yourself. But yeah, let's get into the sets. I'm using less weight than I usually do when I'm doing the overhead press on the Smith machine. However, it's way tougher. It's way tougher. I mean, that's the difference with the Smith machine and just a normal free weight. Right now, I feel like my back could literally break as I go up. But on the Smith, it's just it's just easy things. Man. So this one, I kind of have the same problem. Where when I'm lifting, I kind of forget to breathe and I hold in my breath. I think I have that problem with exercises where you have to brace your core. But like this one, you have to like really like have some core stability. So exercises that require core stability, whether it's standing or like hanging backwards, I usually forget to like breathe as I'm doing the reps, and it makes it kind of hard. It makes it way hard actually, which is not a good thing. I want to get out of that, but it's very hard to get out of subconscious habits, habits that you do without even knowing that you're doing them. Okay, let's head into some lateral raises. Whew. Ooh. Oh, these burns, man. I'm telling you, some lateral raises, once you get closer and closer to failure, they have to be one of the most extreme burns out there. Oh. And about the pre-workout, like I think I remember saying that it kind of doesn't work. No, no, no. It does. You know, provides you some glycogen and a good amount of like amino acids helps you, while you're doing gym and everything, and a good amount of caffeine as well. But what I would suggest, if you're gonna have a carb-heavy meal before the gym, then you might as well just not have any pre, because those carbs are gonna like pretty much give you a lot of energy even while you're at the gym. But if your problem comes with like caffeine and stuff like that, then I would think it's just better to just go and buy caffeine pills. Like caffeine pills, just only pure caffeine, and just take them with some water, man. But if it's not, then I don't think it's worth the cost. But if you come to the gym without having like any meals beforehand, Like you come to the gym while fasted, or I don't know, you don't eat any carb meals. You just eat like I don't know some ground beef, like a bowl of ground beef, and then you come to the gym. I mean, you're still gonna have some energy, but if you want to really push, I would suggest that you probably take some free, also so that you don't faint in the gym. Because man, coming to the gym fasted is like, and you're pushing so far, doesn't sound like a good idea. But I know the people who do that. I used to do that when I was cutting. I used to do that, but I know better now. Actually, I forgot to put on my timer. Whatever. After we're done talking, I'll just start the next set. I was gonna say, now that I've run out of whey protein, there's this on the website that I usually buy protein from, USN Kenya. Um, Aside from whey protein, of course you know there's plant protein, there's all types of protein. But then there's this thing called diet fuel, which gives me the same amount of protein and just slightly more carbs, slightly more. I can, it's about 6 grams of carbs. That's fine. I can take that. But then it also has a lot of like chromium and is it called something glycemic or something like that? Something that keeps you full for a longer time. Has a lot of fiber as well. But the thing that sold me for it was because it's way cheaper. It's so much more cheaper. I can get 1.5, no 1.8 kgs, which is basically about 2 kgs for about 6,000. Whereas if I was to just get plain out whey from the same brand, which is very affordable comparing to others, it would be about 8,000. So you see the difference in price. It's a good amount because with that 2,000, I can buy some creatine. So it's a win, bro. So I'm gonna try that out. And because it has a lot of fiber, like it's supposed to be a meal replacement, I'll be having it instead of my sweet potatoes in the morning. So I'll just have the shake, and then I'll probably have my pre-workout because I'm not having any carb-heavy meal, and then I'll just come straight to the gym, rather than wait like around an hour or so, just so that just so that I can like digest the amount of sweet potatoes I've eaten, or any carb food that I've eaten. But yeah, I'm gonna try that out, and then I'll tell you guys how much I like it. But the price is honestly just a selling point. Even if I don't like it, I'll probably stick to it just because I don't have the money for the whey right now. But let's get into it. So, but then again, I don't usually get most of my proteins from powder. Like you want to get most of your protein from your food. That is quite ideal. You know, if possible, you could try have it at all your 3 meals in a day, or 4 or 5 or 6. I don't know, whichever that you guys, however amount that you guys are eating, has a good amount of protein. It doesn't have to be a good amount, but just some amount. And then you got that shake for that extra protein, that you need to get to your goal. Because for example, my goal is about 100 grams, 100 110 grams of protein, about 40 to 50 grams of fat, and then about 150 grams of carbs. Of course, since I'm cutting, it would be best in my best interest, you know, to stay under that. That is the limit that I've set. Staying under the limit is fine with me. But if I was on a bulk, it would be in my best interest to be above the limit, just slightly above. Well, at the limit or slightly above, but definitely not below the limit. But anyway, let's hop into the next set. Okay, one more. One more and then we're done. Oh man. Oh, that is good. Oh, let's call it here, man. I don't know if I'm gonna do my cardio today, just cause I am insanely tired. Like, I think yesterday really took it out of me. Like like waking up at 6 a.m., commuting all the way to class, commuting all the way back to the gym, and commuting all the way home, and also the like class and everything, and then doing my cardio as well. Those are a lot of steps, man. But the biggest thing is that there's a heat wave. Yeah, sorry. So as I was saying, it is extremely hot. So it's kind of messing with my sleep. And I keep waking up in the night, then going back to sleep, waking up, going back to sleep, just because of how hot it is and everything. Uh, oh well. So I kind of have like a nice, good sleep depth built up. And it's kind of messing with my mind whether I should do cardio or not. But it's just 30 minutes. It's just 30 minutes. 30 minutes cannot hurt, cannot hurt, and it's just low intensity. It's just walking. So yeah, let's do the cardio because tomorrow is my rest day either way. So, but it's not necessarily my rest day. It's Friday, and as you know, Friday is kind of like a really busy day. So I'll count it as my rest day because I'm not at the gym, but it's going to be a lot of active recovering because there's active recovery where it's your rest day, but you're still active, which is supposed to make your recovery much faster than just sitting at home and relaxing. But yeah, so we'll see how we feel on Saturday when we come back, and then probably after this cycle, once we've reached legs, like after we reach legs, I don't know when that will be. That will probably be next week. We'll take a rest day, not an active recovery rest day, but just a rest day. But I see you guys later, man.